Hello everybody, my name is Damilola, Mike-Bamiloye.
Hello everybody, my name is Dammy. You're smiling small. We're supposed to be boning.
Right,
Now it has transferred to you.
Okay, let's go. Hello everybody, my name is Damilola, Mike-Bamiloye.
And my name is Joshua Mike-Bamiloye.
Alright.
And we are here with a spontaneous session
Yes.
of not praise and worship, not revival, but solid grilling in terms of questions and answers.
Yes.
We, the brothers of...
And this is not true talk, by the way.
It's not true talk.
Yeah.
This is hot talk.
Yeah, and he's on the hot seat.
He's on the hot seat right now. Even though our chairs are red.
But still.
He's the one on the hot seat.
Yes.
So we're here to grill him and pieces the bars asunder.
He doesn't know what is coming.
He doesn't know what's going on. So we, the brothers of Mike-Bamiloye, are here to ask him some specific, intense,
Questions.
solid
Yes.
questions that nobody else can ask but us. We're here to ask him.
Because, I remember vividly, Lawrence, when Dara was a baby, I used to carry her. I danced with her. And she would be crying. And I transferred to Joshua too. We carry her. She would be crying. She would transfer it to me. He would transfer it to me. I would carry Dara. Where are you to just come and carry her from? Where are you?
Before you answer that question, I just want us to know that we haven't told him any of the questions that we want to ask him.
We can't tell him.
So we can't even tell him. So he's hearing these questions for the first time, just like you.
First of all, why are you gentle? Why are you gentle?
No, you don't worry. We are just starting.
Because I don't know what to expect.
Okay.
But God will see me through.
Who are you to carry Dara anyhow?
Who
Just
are
like
you
that.
to carry Dara? Just say that first.
I'm a child of God.
So what are we?
So what are we?
No,
There are several other brothers out there. What brothers that are lamenting?
What are we?
What are they? What are we?
Let me clarify. I'm God's favorite.
Oh, so we are not God's favorite.
I don't know.
So you think you can marry our sister and say that your brothers are not God's favorite?
I don't have any hand in this speaking thing.
Oh, so you did not go and meet her? You did or you did not meet
No, I'm
her?
just saying like God handpicked me as favorite.
You don't have any hand in this thing. You don't have any hand. Okay, this is where I'm going to catch you.
He knows it. I've played it for him already.
You answer it one by bit by bit.
Okay.
How does we go analyze them? We go analyze them. Wait, what is working with Lawrence? There's a spirit working. This is not the play. This is not the play, Joshua. This is
Wow. My battery is low. This guy don't pray ahead. This guy has prayed ahead.
wait. This is the play. No. Lawrence,
Pause.
who was the picture?
Who is the picture in your heart?
Lawrence, answer the question.
Answer the question, please.
Who was the picture in your heart?
I think I said it in the song.
No, wait.
No.
There's a picture in your
There's a
heart.
picture in your heart. Who
was
that
the picture
Who
in your
and
heart?
what is that picture?
Well, there are a number of pictures in my heart.
We are still going somewhere.
Please, what are you expecting?
Lawrence,
What were you expecting?
It was supposed to be about the train. Or what were you expecting?
This guy actually came to my studio to sing about my sister, and I did not know.
Wait, hold on. What final day? There's only one day in this next
The
day.
judgment.
No, wait. Okay. Is it the judgment that is smiling?
Yes.
No. This guy gave us coded message, and we fell for it.
Is it the judgment that I was smiling?
We fell for it.
Okay. So all this time we are talking about the wedding.
A day of joy.
Day of joy.
For some, a day of sadness. The other sisters.
I don't blame you.
Oh,
The person I blame in this thing is the person that is recording the sound. So you are recording the sound and your sister was going. All of us are joining. It is a train. All of us singing that song. And we didn't know what was going on.
He's still paying me till now.
It's okay.
Alright, so the next question.
Yeah.
No, let's go back to the previous one to ask the next question. You were saying you are God's favorite and you had no hand in it. So now I remember specifically, I know you and Dara might still be how we met. I don't bother about that. But you told me, or let me say, I caught wind of the fact that you went to Kebbi for ministration, but with a deeper intent. Lawrence, is this how you go on ministrations?
Because Dara was serving in Kebbi.
Dara was serving in Kebbi doing the work of the Lord.
Yes.
This guy came with a different intention.
So
How exactly did you not have a hand in it?
Lawrence,
please, this is not the time to think. Speak.
You have to speak.
Speak, please.
You have to speak. You have to
Speak. We need to know.
Because
keeping it
what if
inside
you carry a brother from Ibadan to Kebbi State?
Not the
His
balance.
passion for soul.
No, it was a soul. And my sister's soul. So please explain to me how you don't have a hand in
His
it.
hunger.
Hunger for what?
For what?
This is getting annoying.
His passion for lives.
It's not see, as you are pluralizing, it's just one single instance.
Don't get it twisted. His passion to
But
see people
It's to see a person.
transform.
Tell the truth. It's to see a person.
What's going on, Lawrence?
Definitely. Before even going to Kebbi, I had her in mind. She didn't know. I had her in mind, definitely. And I had mentioned to her a few weeks before it happened. That's how I know it was really good. That I was going to come and visit. You know, with all those things in mind. She didn't see it coming. Only for them to invite, us for ministration. Okay, interesting. This is.
You know, or you knew or you did not know that she was there.
No, I knew she was there. I knew she was there.
And on a normal day, you cannot just accept Kebbi ministrations.
Oh, no. How can you say that? I want to bless lives now. I want to bless lives.
Yeah.
So, right now, that state was, was highlighted on the map
That's
as
Kebbi.
invitations
Kebbi.
were coming in. Kebbi was doing red. So once it
And I also heard that maybe they were saying we are not sure we can sponsor your flight. You said don't worry, I will sponsor my flight. Yes or no? How did you not have a hand in it? I ask again.
So you sponsored yourself.
This guy was going.
You knew what was going.
We are going to spread your singlet today. Dammy, please ask the next question.
So you've gone past through a breakup before. Just tell us a bit about that.
Well,
So this is a massive question for some brothers who believe that if God says this is it. I hope you hear because I'm sure you're a man of God. You heard now.
Yes.
So
And we have both had our share of experiences
So
too.
some people believe that if God says this is it, then it must be it. So if anything happens, then that means it's your fault or something. So what can you say about that?
That's a very beautiful question. With regards to that, if there's anything I learned from that 1 year, it lasted about a year. Anything I learned from that 1 year experience, more than God revealing, is wisdom. For the relationship, doesn't matter how God revealed it. If you're not a wise person, if you don't have the wisdom for that dimension of life, you're likely to fail, even though God led you there. For example, you can be led to university and still be a dropout, because the leading is one thing, and studying your book, which is the wisdom for staying in university, is another thing. So there are many things I didn't know, in that relation. There are many things I didn't understand. And eventually it came to an end so that both of us could have peace of mind. And so I took about a year break to just
Reflect,
learn a lot of things, and just heal. Maybe you can say heal, or even just allow myself to be engrossed with other things. Really
Engrossed in God's work, especially.
So
you are saying that getting the leading is one thing, the maturity, the maturity to
another thing. We've had people, I don't want to mention names, but the great men of God that we read their books and we saw how God led them, and we still saw that the divorce came in the picture. It didn't mean God didn't lead them. That's where many people are today. They are now doubting their relationships, whether it's the leading of God, because wisdom is not present in either the male or the female. So if they increase in wisdom, which comes through knowledge, you're not reading, you're not studying, you're not knowing anything about that area of life, and you expect it to just walk
and flow.
Like saying God led me to start business. You don't know anything about business, you don't know anything about administrating.
You assume because God led you, you should just work
just start coming in, everything will go fine, all the workers behave well, you just
So in that from our vision, there are things you learned that made you a better person. Obviously, there should definitely things you learned and make you a better person in this new relationship.
Yes, I learned a
lot of things, personal or for public, for people to hear too.
Maybe some mostly personal, but just one or two that everybody could really hear the benefit from.
Let's hear them.
And one of them is being sensitive, and when I say being sensitive, quote unquote, being not selfish, because our parents raised us, quote unquote, for themselves, in the sense that the way they knew how best to, and the other person's parents raised them also as well. You know, not thinking of, when I say for themselves, not thinking of the person they are going to marry. They didn't know who they were going to marry and all the things. So they just raised them basically for themselves, basically. So once they come in contact with another person who was also raised
For the parents again.
for their own parents again, they are fine with their parents. But once they come in contact with somebody who was raised differently by another parent, you know, you start seeing a number of things. This person is like this, person not like this.
Conflict.
And, you know, things are going to happen. So you have to realize that adjustments have to take place.
Yeah.
And yes, the other person will adjust for you, but you don't have to wait. You start adjusting. So I was not as sensitive as I am now. That's one. Two, communication. You know, this matter is a serious matter in so many relationships. Some just grew up reserved. Some are very fine, going a whole day without talking to anybody. Some like to be secluded in their rooms, you know, not being disturbed. You went to a relationship, you can't be saying this is how I am.
Yeah.
You have
No
to
more this is how I am.
Yeah, you are living for, not just for yourself now, but for, it comes as a selfishness thing again. You're living not just for yourself, but as well for the person. And it's the same thing that's going to go on even in marriage, whether you like it or not. So it's good to deal with that matter as early as possible. Communicate, say what's in your heart, so the person can understand you. Most of the issues that will come up is because they don't understand. And if you communicated, they would have understood. You know.
So what were you doing after the whole thing? Did you continue ministry and just everything?
Yeah, I think what it allowed me to do was I was basically struggling day after day. You know, because like I said, a lot of adjustments need to be made that I wasn't prepared for. And I didn't know how to manage it with all the things I was still dealing with myself. Many issues I was dealing with in my heart.
So was ministry on hold, or you just kept
I was in a schooling season.
Okay.
At that period, the Bible schooling season.
Okay.
So not necessarily ministering for some months, almost a year. So, but in the midst of that schooling season, I began ministry online.
Okay.
I wasn't in the country at the time.
Okay.
US. So after the breakup, I began. You know, I was down. I just felt free to just push again. And there was actually a lot of progress and shit which I can't forget. January, the next year. You know, so began ministry. Just focus on ministry.
Yeah. I think that's an encouragement and an advice to brothers out there. You know, that because these things happens. You know, it happens. So that means all things work together for good. You know, and relationship, you are very hopeful about relationship, and you are, in fact, they dreamed everything, you've seen your children, you give back to the children already in your mind, everything is set, house is built already, then this kind of thing happen. Or sisters, you know, and don't feel shattered, just keep going. You know, keep doing that ministry, keep doing that work, because it's in that ministry that the next person, when God closes the door, God wants to open another door. So that's those sharpies. I feel this guy don't fast and pray because we are feeling too gentle. What's going on? Yeah? This is not what we planned.
This is not the plan now.
We're supposed to drill him.
We're encouraging brothers. We're encouraging brothers. I'm not gentle. I'm not feeling encouraged too. I mean,
I don't know what's going on.
Anyway, before I go to the next question, just like he said, because wait, I have to make it clear. This is your fault, Dammy. You fell for it.
Because I was dreaming. I'm talking about motivation. You ask the question. Let me just hold you right there.
Yeah, anyway, before I ask, just like what Laurie said, it's very true. When you receive somebody, it's not an absolute express road. Don't rip out the gears of your car and just say God has spoken. So press accelerator and just fly. Make sure your eyes are open, you're observant, you are also receiving from God, you are praying, you are still connected to God, you are growing, you are developing, you are learning, because many experiences are also for reasons and nothing is absolute.
Because the experience for you to learn.
Because
sometimes God allows you to go through some experience just for you to learn.
Yeah.
You know, just so it happens that way. Yeah. Let's call that out.
Back to he thought we've left that one. He's fully fly already. He's already speaking, preaching. We are back. So now that you have spoken in your song and about the day of joy and everything, on that day you will hear well done. It's me that will tell you well done. I'm not telling you well done. So now my question is, Our dear sister is in the drama ministry. You are in the fire ministry. Are you taking our sister away from us?
Of course not.
So what's the plan? Are you going to join us in our drama?
I believe that ministry is dynamic,
Mm.
and that once you put it in this segment now, you end up shutting down the differences that are inside the person. Some people are in for a surprise in the weeks and months to come.
Amen. Wait, what? Why is it amen? What? Wait, so people are in for
I
what?
didn't even hear what I want to say.
Am I going to be part of it?
Because people have a way of always putting a name tag on the person. They will see you sing today, they say you are a gospel artist, or you are a gospel artist. They'll see you minister fire, like you said, they say you are a fire person. They see you teach the word of God, they say you are a teacher too, and all that.
Rabbi.
So in a few weeks and months, when another thing begins to play out now, I can imagine some people saying, So I just feel like, as far as ministry is concerned, it's just important to not box God. Allow every single thing inside you to be expressed before you leave this.
We'll try. We'll try.
Well, now that I have another question though, but
what question do you ask?
okay, bro, this question is very important. I know a lot of people have this question as well. The wedding is coming up soon.
Yeah.
You must not hold the microphone. And if you hold the microphone, please let us know what you are going to say. So what, I mean, it's a question and it's an instruction at the same time.
Why?
Please, in my wedding and Dammy's wedding alike.
There are a lot of people that are watching who will like somebody to hold the microphone.
Let me finish. In Dammy's wedding, we danced, we praised the Lord, and we left. In my wedding, we danced. We sang praise and worship, we did everything, and we all that.
Why don't you want to hold the microphone?
In brother's wedding,
Why?
if he holds the mic,
What will happen? People before.
what time are we supposed to close the wedding?
Is a wedding vigil.
See, anything like this, it's going to be a
Come on.
You say, come on. The
Lord is going to touch you.
That's what, Bolo.
All of those whose hearts are being broken. This is your season.
So,
God is going to
calm down. You're already doing it. You're already doing it. That's what I'm saying. So, we need to know, are you going to hold the mic? If you hold the mic, how is it going to
No, this is what happened. No, you should hold the mic, but it's going to vote of thanks. That was
vote of thanks.
No, that's what it's going to do.
That's vote of thanks.
What is mic before? Vote of thanks. Nobody go preach now. Someone just say preach.
Should I do
vote of
We
thanks?
start from, I would like to thank the Almighty God.
Then you start music.
The music will start. Hey, listening, can you
I mean, that's what you're saying.
Oh, you know that.
We the brothers, what do you look like? What's going on around? This is going to thanks.
Okay, vote of thanks. She need to be streamed online.
Good question.
Very brilliant.
Bro, no.
No the idea they give
There's no idea we are giving you.
Sounds interesting.
Alright now, so I want to ask a question that is quite sensitive here. Now the question is this: when your brother got married, your brother married a year ago, how did you feel like, man, when my own time come? Did you feel jealous about it? Did you feel angry? Did you feel, what was your frame, your mind? How was going through? Because for some people out there who their colleagues are experiencing what looks like a way ahead, like their colleagues are moving on, they are going ahead, and they feel as if they're still on the same spot, they're left behind. Especially ladies that they feel like, this is my sister, we both finished from university together, we're in fellowship. Before you leave, my sister not married, don't give back, I'm still single, and I'm still. What do you have for people like that?
Okay, well, when my brother got married, I guess the only
because now he has given back now. He has a boy.
Yeah, the same goes with childbirth. You see someone having their children, you have your children.
Yeah.
People listening who don't know the background, like the fact that I'm a twin, and everything in our life has
been together,
has been at the same time. In fact, that was the only reason I wanted to enter university on time, was because he had already gotten admission, and I didn't want to be 1 year behind. So throughout our lives, it has been exactly the same time. The marriage was just the exception. But frankly speaking, it wasn't a discouraging experience. It wasn't something that made me feel bad, because of course I was desirous of getting married or desirous of settling down because of many things that are ahead, and I needed to get the marriage chapter sorted. Food, there's a kind of attention you want to give to ministry that you require, some of these things sorted out before doing. So that was one of the reasons why I was desirous of settling down. However, regards to my brother getting married, it wasn't a problem, and I believe one of the reasons for that is being engrossed with your vision, being engrossed with what's on your plate. Like whatever comes. No need to worry much about that. Of course, it's important to give attention when the time comes for that picture, but be so engrossed that that does not weigh you down, does not bother you.
Right.
There's so many other weightier matters that have to be resolved in many lives. Outside of those physical things that people tick on their list and feel like they their destiny. You are not touching lives, you're not blessing the world around you, and you are married. How is that an achievement? You have 400 children. How is that an achievement? Like, you're supposed to be focused on your assignment, why you came on this earth. And in the process of doing that, get married if you need to get married. Have children, have your cars, your houses, but ensure that by all means, you don't have all that and then you did not even do exactly what you came here for. So just be engrossed in your vision and not worry. Eventually, all these things are going to play out.
Just to recap what you said, because I wanted to make sure we recap. True. So you said the physical achievement is not as important as if you're fulfilling purpose. If you have a vision, you are blessing lives, you are making an impact. That's the most important thing. Once you engross yourself in these things that God has called you to do, then when marriage comes, marriage will come. But it will not be what your priority will be, that I must marry, while ignoring those other things.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So that you wanted to ask a question in that regard, I'll be obviously.
Not really. Do you have any questions?
You see, every time you branch into inspiring our brothers there, I always get gentle. I come with a kind of fire to grill our brother here. But each time you come and then we start.
I don't want to blast him, lambast him to the point that we neglect.
I know what you are doing. Yes. It's like when you're eating pepper suya, you eat small. So you grill it.
Yeah, exactly. Just grill it now.
But it's affecting me too.
I think this guy has gone to the mountain. I'm not gentle now.
Maybe what we would have done is, as it just comes to all those times, just to come and visit Dara.
Yeah.
We'll just drag him.
Yeah.
Sit down there.
Yes.
So we won't have prayed ahead.
True. But let me ask you a question.
Wait.
How did you feel when Dara told you about it?
Okay, it's a very good question. I don't think I've even mentioned. I've not talked about that before.
I don't think you talked about it.
I've not even told you about that before.
Were you excited? Of
course not.
Ask me.
How were you when Dara told you?
I was depressed.
Okay, when Dara told me about it, I think she mentioned it briefly when we were shooting Land of Fury.
That just dawned on me that this our baby is going to get married.
We were shooting Land of Fury and she just briefly told me.
Yeah. No, she sat us down. Joshua, sit. Dammy, sit.
And then you know what she does. So, wow. I had no idea what she was saying.
Yeah, good. So Lawrence came all the way from Ibadan. So when I was speaking, so hey, what vision and everything, maybe vision or something, or impactation, something, and he proposed to me. I think we were silent for a couple of
We're quiet now.
We're just gentle.
Like that don't go for real, like don't reach that level. And then you now be like someone you know again. So you know, if someone you don't know, you be like, okay.
Yes, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
But someone you know, be like, oh, so that's why this guy
Yeah, by my mind, I was like,
don't let me say big brother things used to be there party back then, but that.
This Lawrence.
So she was excited and she was expecting me to be excited.
Yeah.
But I was shy. Like she was shy. You know the way she was trying to happy. Like, give me back some positive feedback.
Positive vibe. She came to meet with that.
Give me.
But God is good. God is good. We're so happy.
No, we've changed.
No, we've changed now.
Let's
ask him, how are we now?
Yes, how are we now?
You guys are awesome.
This guy didn't pay me for evil. Very nice guy. Almost down.
And then she would be down. I'll be like, over time, she wanted me to also drill me, like, you know, because I received my share of, let me even say it now. Pastor Leke, God bless you, but I'm going to say it. I received my share of grilling from Pastor Leke, being Tolu Lope's big brother.
Yeah.
So that I was expecting me to also face Brolo and hold him like this, that before you take my big sister.
Well, I think we all actually went through that because
yes,
let me tell you my story. I say it all the time. Very interesting story because this is how my story was. When I saw Ella in the institute and no time, just like you just sharp back, you just shoot. Me said, I think there's something about we men of God.
We don't waste time.
I call ourselves men of
God. Supposed to be humble.
Yeah, and I saw that we children of God. God's babies. You know, we always eat
straight to the point.
So that's why I went, you know, I saw Ella and I shot straight up. You know, and she was excited about it, she told her dad about it, and dad told her immediately, leave where you are, pack your bag, leave Mozart Institute right away. No. And Ella was like, no, daddy, no. Okay, so after a while, I told Ella, give me your daddy's number, let me talk to your dad. You know, let me confront him. And Ella was like, no, don't do it that way. Take it easy. I said, no. Give me daddy's number, let me talk to him. She said, no. So anyways, I got daddy's number from Ella. And instead of me to yield to her advice, because what she's supposed to have done was like going ahead of me and
soften the ground.
Because she was still in the process of cooking the words and creating how she's going to present to them and say, Daddy, this is what actually happened. Me, I just went straight away and I just, Daddy, good afternoon, sir, and everything. And Daddy asked me, I said, yes. You see, when you call someone and someone tells you yes, my brother, no matter how hot you are, you calm down, you'll be good. I said, my name is Mike-Bamiloye and I'm the son of Mike-Bamiloye. We attend Glory Tabernacle Ministry. That's the church you used to attend and everything. What's the purpose of this call?
Wow.
Purpose of this call. I said, I am Ella's best, I'm Ella's good friend and I just thought to just greet you, sir. She called the phone on me. Baba caught the phone on me.
That's amazing.
I was on my bed. I was just
excited.
I was having a reflection of that question.
Wow.
Of this call. And I was trying to reflect. How could I have said it better?
We all need to experience these things. It humbles us.
What could I have done better? What could I have said better? Was I in a hurry? I was just restless with my. I nearly had a video. You know, restlessness and everything. You know, but now we are best friends now.
Yeah.
And Ella's dad, we are best friends. You know,
it's a good experience. Pastor Leke got me sweating in AC with questions.
Yeah.
And then after all the questions, he now walked over to his window, he opened it, he said, you know, if I ever hear a report that you messed with my sister, I'm going to call the Mopo. And he said it with a straight face. And I had never even thought of it before. I'm going to call them and they're going to arrive at your house. And I'm going to, he said, I don't know how the English, but what they were saying was they will bungle me, they will shake me up, and then dump me by the road, you know? And I will say, it's pastor. But then he made me realize, you know, when you're dealing with his baby sister, you don't, So me too, I was like, I can't do it with Lawrence. But then I saw Lawrence, I said, I don't feel bad to this. What do I want to say? Lawrence, you messed with my sister. I'm gonna call Mopo. I'm gonna call the other Manzanian children. And we're gonna gather at your house and deal with you. But you know, because we've known each other already, I kept telling Dara, I know Lawrence already. You won't take me seriously.
So, briefly as a married man, what advice do you have for the law?
Okay, as a married man, I think we should let the elders be married.
I'll say it last.
Okay, all right. Having been married for 10 going to 11 months, I would first of all say that I've always wanted to say this. Marriage is a beautiful thing. That's what they always say anytime I ask for advice. So it is a beautiful thing. But just I'm sure you're not new to many of these advices. I mean, you've gone through a lot of counselings over time. Technically, all the things they tell you in counseling, you would experience it. But I also want to implore you that many times they say, "Oh, you will fight, you will fight, you will fight." It's not true for everybody. Yes. Some people enter into marriage with that mindset of they said we are going to fight, so therefore we'll fight. Of course, it is true that you will have your differences, but you you don't have to fight. You know, me and Tola I've had a difference a lot, but it always boils down to conversations. You understand? And you being the man, the woman might be expressing in terms of words. You must be a very good listener. Don't listen with the mind of wanting to respond and rather to reply. You understand? So, and there are many other things, and I mean, you are not new to. I can't be telling you put God first. I mean, of course, I trust you, but God has to be the center. I mean, even within these 11 months, there were cases where we found ourselves getting cold. And it's always easier when you're two. If you're alone, you might not know things that are changing because you're the only one. But if there's someone with you, the person will tell you, you used to do this before. You don't do this again. And then you will see her. You know that she used to pray 30 minutes, now she's praying 5. You can see it.
Yes.
So it's easy to watch each other's back. Observe the changes. So when you are a team and you put God first, God has, you must be, it's a conscious thing.
Yes.
You might be able to spend 5 hours praying in the presence of God when you are single, which is fine. When you are married, there is a you have to be conscious of it because there are now responsibilities. Intentional, that's my English, sorry. That's the English. You have to be intentional because responsibilities will come and then others, before you know it, the day is gone. Before you know it, the day is gone, it's 11 p.m., it's 12 p.m. So you'll be like, where did the day go? Where did the time go? So if you don't put that conscious effort, and I think that's what I can say. And please, brother-in-law, I know you're a spiritual brother, but marriage is not only about spirituality. So let me say that back for the microphone. It's not only about spirituality. Have fun. Live a little. Do you understand? Take her out. It's not only for videos, but to them. I know you do that as a single.
I'm not doing that.
I know you are doing it as a single because you want to have every opportunity to see her. Now she's in your house every time. Don't now say she's married now. That's the end. That's when you must awaken.
That's true.
Go on dinner dates. Take her out. Have fun.
When you were single, it comes naturally. The blood is always rush forward. But when you're married, it has to now be intentional.
Intentional about it. Before you know it, 4 months has gone. You've not done anything.
This is what we must
be ignored.
This is what we must do. I think yes. We'll try. We'll try.
Maybe not. That's
good of you.
Maturity was.
Why? Joshua, when he was single, was all over the place. Joshua is gentle now.
Oh no, you will be gentle. You will be gentle.
Joshua, that time, marriage. I want to marry. And I thought, I'm scared of Joshua. I said, Joshua, you will marry. When you marry, you will know how far. They said, no, you are just cold. You are just gentle. You are just gentle up and down. Me, I will get married. I want to marry. When they got married, I said, Joshua, how far? You know, my brother. It's not as if it's a bad thing, but it's natural. Responsibilities will definitely come, And thank God for the wives we have. Thank God for Dara. She's a wonderful person. Thank God for the wives we have that they help, carry the load and everything now. We are doing both together. That says once I choose 1,000, she achieves 10,000. So that means you must consciously remind yourself that I'm not one. We are two in this. So when you begin to operate in that one mentality, you limit yourself because you don't know the ideas that will come from her, creative ideas that will.
I'm sure.
A lot of times,
discovering it.
Oh God, Ella will just give me some kind of advice that I realize that I'm just going this way. My whole thinking is just this way. I said, why not just do it like this? And she doesn't want the solution will just come from that. And I realized that if I've done it, and so sometimes I've allowed my wisdom to. I said, no, I'm not going to do it this way. And I did my own way. and at the end of the day, I will still come back to our way.
Yeah.
Because God has given our ladies, our sisters, our ladies, this wisdom. They have it inside of them, you know, because they're emotional. We are very intellectual.
We are robotic.
We are robotic. That's the word. We just want to do it this way, but they are emotional, so they have easier ways to things sometimes. They have more creative ways, beautiful ways to things that we don't naturally see. You know, so that's why it's good to listen, and try as much as possible to embrace. No matter how spiritual we are, we just have to embrace. Not just I'm just talking to young couples out there that it's good to always listen to our wives. Just listen, because you don't know the wisdom that will come from them.
Yeah.
The thing that will just help us. I've wasted my time one time because I did not listen to Ella. Then I said, don't go to this person. Just instead of going, just give a call. I said, no, I must see the person. I want to see the person, and I think the person is not around. I said, I'm coming back home. Where? He said, did you see the person? No. He said, I told you. And that word, I don't think I told you. I told you.
She will look at you.
That's worse.
You will know that. I will tell you.
Finally, you know, when she blows out, you blow cold. When she blows out, you blow cold. Don't forget that. When she blows out, you blow cold. All right.
And for the single brothers and sisters out there who are trusting God for their partners, please do not be discouraged. Don't look at, like we've already said already, don't think that, all your mates are getting married, where are you going to do it? Focus on God, focus on God, on the calling, focus on serving God, loving God, a better relationship with God. Because it's part of the things I even noticed about Tolu. Our relationship with God, when I found out, was tight. So I was just like, who is this brother that wants to? So get to that level where, you know, relationship is not what has filled up your head, but rather the love for God and the relationship with God. And when that time comes, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be very beautiful.
Yeah, and when God tells you, if God hasn't said it's too late, don't believe that it's late for you. It's never too late for anyone that God has not condemned. God can never even condemn you. You know, so don't think my age is too late. I'm 40, I'm going to 30, I'm going to 35, 36, I'm not getting married, it's getting hopeless for me, 40. You just focus on God's work. Like you said, focus on the vision, focus on the assignment, because it's in that assignment.
Yes.
God will bring that person.
It's usually in the assignment. Dammy found Ella in the institute, right?
Yeah.
I found my wife in the film academy.
Yeah. Bro Lord
traveled to find his wife in administration. So it is usually in the service. It's in the service.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So it's been a wonderful time in this grilling session. Even though actually, this is not what we plan to do. What we actually plan.
We wanted him to sweat.
This guy is just. He's relaxed.
He's relaxed. He's supposed to have adjusted.
It's not adjusting. It's just.
Oh God.
You know, this is not what we planned. But thank you so much for listening and watching this show. This is not True Talk, so there's no next week. All right, guys. Take care of yourself. God bless you. Bye. Keep the fire burning. Anyways, keep the fire burning. God bless you. Yeah, we are not supposed to do this. All right.
Receive fire.